I'm Bill. I'm with Cali Moto TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Stinson Beach and Bolinas, here at the Bolinas Lagoon. And welcome the 2022 Ducati Multistrada V4S. That's right. Look at it. Look at it. We're out here, I don't want to say on our first ride, our first kind of video ride with you guys. If you guys haven't seen the first video, was the beautiful coastline of Highway 1. That was our start of the video, talking about how I'm a big fat liar and how I said I would never buy a new Ducati again. And I lied, because I bought a brand new Ducati. But I wanted to take you guys out for a little ride and tell you guys just kind of like my thoughts on this bike as a owner now, and just talk to you guys about, you know, kind of, well, you guys know why I bought the bike, but I wanted to just kind of go over this bike a little bit more and give you guys a beautiful ride. So actually, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and skip ahead if you guys don't want to watch the beautiful ride. But I think I'm going to give you guys just a little bonus ride here at the beginning, which is usually rare for me. Usually I give you guys the bonus rides at the end, but look at how beautiful this is. The lagoon, so right there is the channel, and it comes into the lagoon, and there's a bunch of seals out there right now. But this is the Bolinas Lagoon. I used to live over in Bolinas when I was younger, so this is kind of like my my old stomping grounds. I love this little road. It's such a nice flowing road. The only problem is that there is some rock debris on the road in some corners. You guys will probably see here in some of these corners. So we're going to stay out of the center of the lane and kind of try to go wide if we can. But let's give you guys a little bit of fun coast twisty ride, and when we get into the woods, we'll start talking about this bike. Lovely how the torque pulls this bike, fourth gear at 3,000 RPMs. You know, it's got some good pull in the torque. Beautiful little section right here. All the eucalyptus trees. Anyway, for 13 turns, or 13 corners, I think is the technical name. It's a little town called Dogtown. I think population's like 12. And this was one of the homes I lived at, right there. One of the homes I lived at when I was 12, I think. So the Multistrada, welcome to the collection, you guys. Now, I had one of these bikes for a week. Ducati loaned it to me, a press bike to me. And, you know, I took it out on Berryessa and I took it out on the twisties. And I just felt like the bike was just so geared towards off-road. It wasn't geared to on-road. And I kind of, owning the bike now, it's kind of changed my perspective, because I clearly didn't buy this necessarily for the twisties. This is 13 turns, by the way, so there's 13 turns to the top. So 1, 2, count them. So, you know, I didn't buy this bike for the twisties per se. You know, obviously coming up here, you know, I've got the S1000R, and I've got all my other bikes that I absolutely love to ride up in these twisties like I normally would. But this bike really wasn't, you know, purchased and kind of designed for that. Thank you, sir. So, you know, this, and when I had the press bike, it was, you know, I kind of tried to treat it more like an S1000 XR, right? Or the Multistrada Pikes Peak. And I didn't like the bike. Now, I've had the bike, and obviously I bought the bike for 2-up rides to be able to take Nikki and do these rides with her. And these roads are a little bit more open. They're not quite as tight. So the road, this is Highway 1 that we're on, and you'll notice that Highway 1 is pretty long sweepers and nothing real tight or anything like that. So the bike actually handles really, really well. This morning I actually put up on the Multistrada V4 page on Facebook, if anyone's looking to do a swap for the wire wheels for the steel wheels or the cast wheels, because this has got a 21-inch front wheel, which, as you guys know, isn't the best in handling. But man, I don't know, it's not doing too bad. So obviously the spokes are a little bit more a desire. But the other thing is I would really like to put road tires on this. I'd love to try the new Michelin Road 5s on this bike. But the problem is they only make 19-inch fronts like the steel wheel, and not 21 fronts like the spoke wheels. So we kind of gotta figure out which way we want to go with the wheels on this. But this bike does have the radar system, which I'm absolutely in love with. If you guys see, you've got the little radar. It's all licensed now in California and everything, so, or in the US. So it works amazing. Like the adaptive cruise control on this is like, if you've never driven adaptive cruise control, you don't really know, you don't know what you're missing. But when you drive a car with adaptive cruise control, you know what you're missing. Let's go past these guys. So to get on a bike with adaptive cruise control is like, what? And it works amazing. Blind spot detection. It's such a great system. Ducati's got it down very, very well. So I love the system. It's got the bags, so it's got the 2 side bags. I've ordered the top case, the back top case for Nikki, give her a little backrest, and just a little bit additional holding power, because we really want to do some weekend rides on this. And you know, one of the rides we want to do is up to Yosemite, and we want to go up to Fort Bragg, and you know, just do some different kind of long haul touring. And I didn't want a big tour bike. I didn't want like a, you know, a K1600 by BMW, although they're beautiful bikes. But that's a bike that, you know, I'm not going to be taking out here. I wouldn't personally. I know people do, but I would much rather a bike like this, or a bike like a GS 1250, or maybe an XR. I had the XR. I didn't ride the XR much. I would prefer to have ridden the R or the RR out on the twisties. And so, you know, the desire for this bike, or this style bike, was really strictly a 2-up bike. And being that Nikki wants to ride 2-up, it makes sense to have a 2-up bike in the collection now. So, I mean, there's not much that I'll complain about on this bike right now. I'm getting along with the bike really well. We've got 600 miles on it, so we've put some decent miles on it. I've done some commuting, going back and forth to Nikki's. She's about an hour and a half. She lives an hour and a half away from me. So the last couple weeks, we've done some midweek rides down to her place, and so I could stay down there with her and help her with some things around the house and stuff like that. But it's you know, a great commute bike. And then, you know, in addition, you know, being able to come out here and do some twisties finally, it's a pleasant surprise. This bike's a pleasant surprise, and I don't know that there's much different from the demo one, because the demo one was pretty much all loaded up like this one is. So I don't know why I like this one as much as I do, but I'm really enjoying it, and I really like it. Get past this guy up here. There's a straightaway. So yeah, I'm loving the Multi so far. So far, so good. Thank you. Appreciate it. For this little hill to the right, there's a cemetery, and a cop always sits there. Well, you usually would sit there. So you usually sit right there and radar up and down the hill. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get some rides and do some 2-up stuff and take you guys on our little journeys. Maybe out to Fort Bragg would probably be, you know, Fort Bragg or Yosemite, probably be our first two. But we're probably looking at, you know, probably early riding season next year. Nikki is still on a mend, so she's in her neck brace for another 4 weeks minimum. So hopefully she can get that thing off and back on the bike. But just a quick little run, another beautiful ride, and another great ride here on the Multistrada. I'm like definitely happy with it. So I did put the bigger Pugue windscreen on it, so it's pretty big in comparison. Oh, I also did, if you guys notice, these are typically silver, and I matted them down matte black, and then outside that I put the gas cap. I did the keyless gas cap, but the back will come when we get the service. But yeah, fun little bike. I'm liking it. The only thing I'm really contemplating is, or this is a 19-inch wheel. Wait, this isn't a 21-inch wheel. I thought the spokes were a 21-inch wheel. This is a 19-inch wheel. What am I thinking? I mean, I know the... Huh. Look at that. And back here is... Oh, I can't see it. I'm sure that's 17-inch rim, right? I can't see the tire size. But yeah, it's interesting. All right, well then that changes things a little bit for me, because I thought it was a 21-inch wheel, and it's a 19-inch wheel, and that's a 17-inch wheel. Oh shit, I don't even know my own bike. That's crazy. I swear that the spokes were 21-inch wheels, but I guess not. So there you go. But thank you guys for sticking around for someone that has no idea what kind of bike he owns or what anything about this bike. I had no idea that this thing's got 3,000 horsepower and 1,500 foot-pounds of torque. This thing's a monster. Adaptive headlights. I know it has that. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking around. Fun little ride. Thank you guys. Give me a comment. Let me know if you guys have a Multistrada V4. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you love about this bike and where we should head. We're in Olema right now. We're going to be heading back up a little bit more into Point Reyes Station, and then we're going to head up to Petaluma. So thank you guys again. Do the normal. Hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button, and then ring the bell notification. Bell notification is going to give you future notification of future content, maybe here on the Ducati, maybe the Hyper Motard, maybe the S1000R. The M1000R is on order, so stay tuned for that. The KTM, I don't know what to do with that damn thing, and the S1000RR is going to be out on track, and the S1000R next month with Nate Kern, with Double R Fest. Super excited for that. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you next video. Bye, guys.